Sear converts on the first attempt. Arlington with a 14-point lead that's maintained at 14. Eagles of Arlington well on their way to another season that, if they hold on to this lead, finishes them in third place.
Up to 14 now. Still 5 minutes to go. It's critical right now. Mead's going to make a run, Danny. You got to kind of start putting things together right now. It's kind of like building that row of dominoes. You got to set them up before you can knock them all down. They got to set a few things up here.
Rachel Snow comes up with a rebound off the Villa attempted three. Fisher. Arlington in no hurry with Villa. Villa surges in, shoots and misses. Rebound, she scores. Jenna Villa again.
And 30-second timeout. And I think I just have to apologize right now. I think that might have been one of the weirdest and stupidest analogies I've ever come up with in my life. I mean, what the heck does that even mean? Set up your dominoes before you. I don't know what that meant, folks. Sorry. It's been a long 4 days.
How do you?
And it's just, you're probably sitting back at home going, what does that mean?
I'm still scratching my head, too.
I know. I'm scratching my head on that. Hey, so, just like officials, sometimes we miss a call. Eli Sports, when we started this, when we first did state championship, we had a little tripod right here on the side, right on the table with a little handy cam. And now we've got a full crew, and it's the Vancouver Public Schools and the Richland video production crew over here, putting it all together. Just an amazing job. Great kids, great mentors and teachers. Nick Vole for Vancouver as Mead gets a much-needed bucket here with 4:20 to go. But again, Danny, without the work of those young folks and Nick and the parent volunteers and everyone it took to do that, it's just incredible.
The effort that's put in by the ladies on the floor is displayed. Meanwhile, what do we have here? We have a foul that appears to be going on here. Possession.
They're just saying it's out of bounds, I think. I think they changed it.
But yes, the effort from these ladies on the floor, the effort they put in on the season is displayed all around through the effort from everyone, whether it's the production crew, you name it, the referees, all the effort for these girls is shown, especially with the same effort from everyone around this facility. Long three, back-to-back threes. Addison Wells-Morrison is getting hot. So is Maya Sear.
And what do you know? You're the eternal optimist, and sometimes I go, oh, geez, it's but you can turn things around in a hurry. Next couple of possessions going to be even bigger now for Mead if they can continue this momentum that they're creating for themselves.
10-point game, third place on the line.
Still work to do.
Rachel Snow off the foot somehow of Braun, led on ahead. Braun finishes with the layup.
Now you're into single digits and you go, okay, we're not done yet.
Mead has life.
Arlington looking for just a good old showstopper here. Let's get just a solid play. Or Morrow, not sure that's what you want. And that's a good foul underneath there. That's going to be called on Taryn Gardner. But don't give up the easy two-point bucket there after a missed shot from the outside.
Quick trigger is Morrow. Having a discussion with head coach Joe Marsh. At the line, Jenna Villa. Not someone you want to have head to the free throw line if you're Mead. 5 for 5 from the line. Make it 6 for 6.
Yeah, but I still think the lay-in there is probably a much higher percentage shot for her. So at least you're making her do it twice. And she does. She's not, well, either way, I was going to get those 2 points.
Game high 20. Here comes Taryn Gardner up the floor. Gardner watched by Morrow to the outside. 10-point lead for the Eagles of Arlington. Lifted along near side, played on by Frederick. Frederick for Gardner again. Give and go, guard to guard, Frederick back to Gardner. Gardner surges on on the attempted chance, and a great defense from Jersey Walker. Now led on ahead. Villa delays ahead for Samara Morrow. Morrow having a terrific night, especially for Arlington. Looking to clinch third place. Rachel Snow hampered by Braun. Gardner now is disposed by Morrow. Fisher emerges free behind the back. Fisher delays. Shot clock down to 2, a collision and a loose ball. Scramble play, and play finally halted. We have a stoppage in play. Ellensburg still with foul, or beg your pardon, Arlington still with a foul to give. On the near side, how did I come up with Ellensburg? Here's Gardner on the outside. Flipped along for Horde. Tiana Horde up top for Braun. Sear escorts a 3 and scores! Another three-pointer for Maya Sear, and the deficit is now 7 for Mead. Morrow surges in, loses the ball in the process. What's the official ruling?
I think it's going to be a block.
Blocking foul will be called on Horde. Second foul for Tiana Horde. Mead looking to do everything they can to try and work themselves within striking range of Arlington. Samara Morrow. Morrow has been spectacular minus this missed free throw. 19 points on the night.
Yeah, and you know, I think Horde was probably there just a little bit too late. Tough call there. A full timeout going to be called here by Arlington. Arlington back to an 8-point lead here. It'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and step away for 30 seconds.
The Arlington lead. Taryn Gardner left for Addison Wells Morrison. Here's Sear. She can shoot the 3. Instead finds Gardner. Gardner surges in on Fisher, shoots and misses wide right. Jenna Villa comes up with the board. A poke check by Tiana Horde. Left on ahead for Morrow. Morrow and Villa each with 20 points. What a dash by Villa. The senior misses everything. She was looking for a foul call. Kicked into the corner. Sear deploys from 3 and scores. Wow. Don't go away just yet. Maya Sear has 13 with 4 of them coming from beyond the arc. Deficit cut to 5 with 1:15 to go.
66-51 and a timeout on the floor. WIAA girls couldn't be more perfect. 1 through 8 in the 1 through 4 in the semifinals, 1 through 8 in the quarters, and 1 through 6 in the final 3 games here. 4A not as concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 in the finals today, but they had seeds 11 and 12 playing yesterday.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Samara Morrow. With time to kill and a steal and a break. Here comes Horde. Tiana Horde up the wing. She scores! It's now a 1-possession game with 54 seconds left.
No, it was timeout called. Let's see if we can we get a replay on that last. Watch Addison Wells Morrison, if we can get the replay on this, what she does to make sure Horde can break away. So if it's possible to get the replay of that last play, I'd love to see it again as Mead closes within 1 possession now, 3 points. And if we can, I understand. But what she did is the defender was coming from behind and she just stopped. And it wasn't a block or anything because there's distance, and she had to go around and made sure. Here it is. Oh, it's a little too late there to see that. Here it comes. Right here. Watch there. And just stop right there and blocked off the defender from coming to even have a chance to maybe block or even foul, and made sure the bucket goes in. Great work right there. Look at that right there. Stop and clears the way for Horde without committing a foul.
Looks like a block in the back almost in football. Entry feed for Jenna Villa. Here
Great
comes
job
Morrow. Morrow hampered by Addison Wells Morrison. Timeout called by head coach Joe Marsh. Arlington with a 3-point lead with 41 seconds. They do have possession.
And you know what did we say 2 minutes ago? It was a 12-point game. And I said, look, this is the time. Is there anything left? And Mead says yes. And, you know, we have seen some games over the last 2 days. We get to that position, we see this, and then we see that's where you see those 20-point deficits where it goes the other way, you know. So that's always kind of that tipping point. 3-4 minutes left in the game and you're 8 to 12 points. It's going to go one way or the other, it seems like.
You're talking about the best of the best, and we're seeing that here on full display. Arlington led by as many as 16. Mead has rallied back to trail by 3. The entry feed from Fisher to Morrow.
15 seconds on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Mead does not need the foul.
Morrow hampered, finds the open Rachel Snow, left for Villa. Villa surges to the inside, kick to Morrow. Morrow.
3 seconds.
Back to the outside.
They're not going to get a shot off.
Low, and a shot clock violation and a chance to time with the shot clock turned off for Mead. After trailing by 16, here we go.
Coming back in for Arlington, here comes Jersey Walker.
Shooters on the floor for Mead.
No shot clock.
Gardner up the wing. Gardner played on down low for Tiana Horde, lifted on ahead for Braun. Natalie Braun into the corner. Gardner a 3. She's got it! Taryn Gardner, unbelievable. She's tied the game with 10 seconds left. What a comeback by the Mead Panthers. Taryn Gardner, the star from outside the arc.
66 with 10 seconds to go. And now Arlington will have the ball as they see their 12-point lead with about 3.5 minutes to go in the game completely disappear right now.
But what a comeback from Mead. Down by as many as 16. There's a conference, however.
Well, that's what they talk about with the officials. Here's the shot.
Look at this, a thing of beauty. From deep, too.
Just drains it. Great job there by Mead, and they are finishing with a flourish here, to say the least. We've already had one overtime game today down on the boys' court. Now threatening an overtime game here.
Do we have another one in play? Arlington has other ideas. Fisher to entry with 10 seconds to go. Thrust along. Morrow is open. Morrow swivels to the inside. Turns, pivots, shoots. Misses the layup.
Foul's
She's
going to be called.
Samora Morrow, a phenomenal play. Off the entry pass, and now it will be Morrow who will head to the line. She has done everything, even with the bloody nose and all. Yeah. She'll have a chance at the line.
Mead will still have. They only took 2.5 seconds off the clock to get there.
2 shots for Morrow. In a tie ball game, 66 all. Morrow misses the first free throw attempt.
And a timeout going to be called by Mead.
Once again, at Morrow forcing the foul.
You know, a lot of officials are letting that go. That was a block, though. And a gutty call right there.
Look and see what personnel both these two teams bring on the floor, especially with 7.4 left.
That's the thing, is that all that happened in 2.5 seconds. So there's still even the best thing that could happen maybe for them to make it for Mead. So they can get out of bounds. The clock won't start until you throw it in, so you get yourself a little bit more organized. So you need to score a bucket anyway. I know you could go to overtime, but in this case, with 7 seconds.
Crowd to its feet on both sides. Morrow with a chance for the lead for Arlington. Morrow converts. Arlington a 1-point lead. Here comes Mead back the other way. Stretched on ahead. Sear. Open look down low. Gardner up the wing for the win.
Wow.
Scores! Taryn Gardner with .7 to go has given Mead the lead. Down by 16. They rally back to storm to take the lead.
On the shot, the bucket goes in. And 0.7 of a second left to go. What a comeback here by Mead. Unbelievable.
Taryn Gardner, a phenomenal play and the foul.
And
0.7 left.
the only thing that they can get is a long half-court shot. And look what Coach Anderson is doing. He is not putting his defense all the way back. He wants to make sure that they have to work for it here a little bit, and a timeout going to be called by Arlington.
So what do you do here if you're head coach Joe March? You have 0.7 left for a catch and shoot pretty much.
Yeah, and so do you do it near the half-court mark, or do you try to get a long pass in? And, I think with Villa, do I have someone that can throw it the length of the floor, or at least to the other free throw line?
Absolutely.
Then that's what I think I want to. You go up and get it, turn and shoot. I think that's about all you can do here.
A 2-point lead with 0.7 left.
3-point lead. Oh, no, 2-point lead. There you go. So, yeah, we got to get Arlington has 67. We'll get that on the screen there for you. 67 for Arlington. So 69-67. There we go.
Your best inbounds play, an immediate catch and shoot. If you're Arlington, Samara Morrow, quarterback's plenty of long stretch passes. She'll gain entry for Arlington. Here's the feed. Morrow deploys deep. Intercepted, and Mead has won the game. The Mead Panthers rally back from 16 points down. They claim third place in the 3A tournament.
What a finish here for Mead. Looked like that they were just going to cruise on out, down by 12 with about 3.5, as you mentioned, at one point up by 16, but even down by 12 at 3.5. They were just kind of going back and forth, and then all of a sudden start hitting some threes and catching fire. Let's talk more about that. Let's get to the we'll come back with the postgame show coming up next.
69-67, Mead, a 16-point comeback win over Arlington. There they are with the third place trophy. Smiles on full display, and why not? Taryn Gardner put on a show, especially here today.
What a job there, and again, what a comeback there late in that game. The threes started to fall for the Panthers, and all of a sudden they went from 12 to 9. Okay, we're back into single digits, and then now it's down to 6, and then it hit to 3, and man, what a crazy shot at the end to win it.